God bless you all. Welcome to another Jesus Ministry service recap. I'm your brother Cornelius.
Hello, everybody. I'm Sister Valiant.
This is Sister Valiant. So how was today?
It was next level.
Next level.
Yes.
You keep climbing these levels.
But that's the purpose.
Yeah.
And he is doing that because tonight, the way that he spoke during worship, and I've shared with you before, it actually started earlier today. And the things that he was ministering to me, he took me into repentance. I had to confess some things.
Yeah.
And then to get here and the songs.
That's how the Lord that's how you know that the Lord is talking to you throughout the day.
Yes.
And when we come to service at night, you'll sing a song that is, it's a rebuke and it's
exactly
exhorting at once.
Yes. And it's like, this is purpose. This is not just to tickle your fancy. Yes. I want you to know that you're on the right track, but let me give you some help.
Mm-hmm.
I heard you. Now let me help all your brothers and sisters.
And the interesting thing is that everybody could have been hearing something different.
Yeah.
Whatever was needful for them in that moment, or throughout their day, they got it.
And they were singing these confessions, these declarations, these needs that we have along with me. And I felt totally singled out. Like, you got
singled out.
Yeah, not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. Like, okay, Yella, I'm gonna have all of them stand in the gap for you.
Yeah.
All at once.
Because that's what we're supposed to be doing.
Yes. And he demonstrates that. So that's why I say next level. And then before it was all said and done, just the redemptive piece that came through the rebukes, but the clarity that he spoke with during the interpretation of Brother David's tongues.
Yes.
All right. Now, this is the deal.
That clarity.
Yes. And it's like you're not keeping pace. Now, I've redeemed the time.
Wow.
Yeah. So all of that before the word.
Yeah. And that redemption of time is effort on our behalf. We got to put in some work.
Yes, sir.
That's how we redeem the time.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and make it up.
It was pretty phenomenal.
What else did you get from the word?
So the word, one of my points, is identity is based on purpose. Mm-hmm. So every time I hear him minister that, he brings out another angle, if you will. And it just causes me to cast my eyes back over my life and then bring things into balance, I guess.
Yeah.
It makes me think about thoughts that I've had over the years. And then he even addressed a lot of stuff, just in case you think I'm unjust for allowing these experiences in your life. They were all purposed.
Everything. Isn't it interesting how it's kind of I would say a circular concept, how identity is based on purpose and the fulfillment of your purpose identifies you.
How about that?
It shows who you actually are.
Right.
And you don't know who you are until you do what you're supposed to do.
Exactly. That's amazing.
Isn't it amazing?
Who does that but God?
Only God can do that.
Yes.
It's not necessarily confusing as much as it is just true. Like, wow.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Yeah. I guess I don't really have an identity unless I do what I'm supposed to do.
That's exactly right. And
when I do what I'm supposed to do, who I am is going to be revealed.
I was actually thinking about this yesterday really quick. This was not a part of the sermon, but I was considering the fig tree that Jesus, yes. Yeah. So then at least in Jeremiah, because I know it's spoken of other places, about the naughty figs or the evil figs that couldn't even be eaten is what the word said. And I'm like, I wonder, What if Jesus approached this fig tree and the fruit was unedible? Not that it wasn't there, but it doesn't count if it's unusable because God is not vain.
Right. If it's rotten, fruit. You're not going to eat a rotten apple.
No.
You're not going to eat a rotten fig. You're not going to eat. Yeah.
It's just going to eventually, as he said, wither, and which the tree did because he cursed it.
Yeah.
And it's no good for anything else but to burn at that point.
And then one of the things that the Lord is trying to teach us is that it doesn't matter either way, whether you're not producing or you're producing bad.
Yes.
The curse is still the same.
The curse is still the same. Yeah. So that goes back to what you're talking about. I don't know who I am unless I am being fruitful.
Yeah. You know, what is it? Isaiah, where Jesus sings this psalm, or he tells this parable about having planted a good vineyard.
Yes.
And he, hedged it in, and he put a wine press.
Yes.
Wine press, put a tower in it.
Yes.
Oversight
and it produced sour grapes.
And it produced bad fruit.
Yes.
And then he cursed it.
Yes.
And then it took away the protection.
The hedge, that's right.
Took away the protection and tore down everything.
Yes.
And so, no, you can go do what you want to
right.
do. Since you want to produce what you want to produce, go do what you want to do.
Exactly. And you're no longer counted. So whatever it is that you did is going to be given to the credit of another.
And not only, so when he tears down the hedge, that's one of the biggest things as I assess it. One of the biggest things, because not only do things now have access to you, you now have access to things that you shouldn't.
Yes.
You were hedged in.
Yes.
But now that the hedge is gone, now you can go out and get in trouble.
My goodness.
Now you can go out and get cursed.
My goodness.
But the hedge was keeping you from being cursed.
I want no parts of that. So, another point. Miracles. They're God's mercy.
Explain.
So, we need the supernatural to happen in our lives to build our faith, to let us know God is real, because he said he's a spirit. We falter between the natural, the carnal mind, and walking in the spirit. So miracles jolt us into, oh no, there's something more than just this natural life.
Yeah.
Which we need to walk in the spirit, as the word of God says, so that we're always in a position to acknowledge that God is.
That God is,
Yes. And so miracles, they do that.
Miracles increase your faith. I mean, imagine seeing a man's, when Jesus would do miracles, or even his apostles would do miracles before people, there was mass salvation. People would come to God like, oh my goodness, like that guy's legs just grew back. That guy just got his sight back.
Amazing.
And there would be so many people coming to God, because it's like, well, that's undeniable.
Right.
Even the Pharisees were saying that. They was like, well, it's an undeniable miracle that's been done before. It's like, what are we going to do?
Yes.
What do you want to say? Like, so miracles, we need miracles. They do increase and maintain our faith.
Amen. And that's why we need them. And that's why they're the mercy of God.
Yeah.
Because otherwise we're denying that God is.
Yes.
And then we're subject to the curse because we're not in the faith.
And consider the mercy of God to do a miracle amongst us in these days. When people were asking him for a miracle when he was here, he says, a wicked and perverse generation seeks after signs and wonders.
Right.
But he'll just do it for us now. That's mercy.
Yes, praise
See, that's mercy, because he doesn't have to.
Amen.
He's done enough.
He has. He has, and I'm grateful for it.
I'm there for you.
God bless you. Oh, you're so sweet. I love you. God bless you.
God bless you.
Oh, you're doing it today. All right, just like that.
All right, we have the prophet of the house here.
Oh my gosh.
Our brother Will Cox. How you doing, brother?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm making it. I'm pretty good. Pretty good. Blessed. And so how was your day?
It was pretty good.
How was worship for you?
It was pretty good. Just really trying to develop like a mindset of actually like enjoying the moment, actually taking like the time to get what God actually has for me in the actual day, not just like looking back and just like thinking, I wonder if I got everything I was supposed to get, or not just letting like the time just go by. Right?
Yeah, there's a so I feel like I can talk to you about this for whatever reason. Living in the moment,
Yeah,
receiving what you have to receive in the moment. You remember when we used to play video games, right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that you did.
yeah,
I did though.
yeah,
So, but I remember when the video games weren't as advanced as they are now.
yeah,
So the levels would not load. They weren't loaded,
yeah,
and so every step that you took, the scenery, the levels would be loading as you walk. As you walk, like bricks,
yeah.
and the ground would be forming underneath the feet of the character.
What?
Yeah, because the graphics weren't caught up yet.
Yeah,
But that does depict for me, like just walking, just living in the moment, because you don't know where you're gonna end up.
Yeah.
You know where you're gonna end up, but every step you take, you're not falling. It's not like you fell off the
Yeah.
stage or anything. It's not like you fell off the map.
Yeah.
But bricks are just forming.
Huh. So, I don't know. Just been like a real like focus for me. Just like
Yeah,
while I'm here, just to be here.
Yeah.
Don't think about work. Don't think about.
nothing else.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
It was really like that with the video games, though.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's only because the graphics weren't as
Yeah.
advanced as they
Yeah.
are now. So it's almost like you're walking off a cliff and you don't see the bricks underneath your feet. There was no map. You're just walking off into nothingness. But as you go, it forms.
Huh.
Like as you go, the map forms.
Yeah.
So then the further you go, you can see things as clarity as it starts forming. Yeah.
Besides that, I just been thinking about the transition. I think that's primarily the reason why I actually started whenever that we're like we actually going to leave the building. It's actually been a focus for me. Like with every transition, with every I guess you can call it season.
Yeah.
Like man, like what did I get whenever I first got saved when we were over there?
Mhm.
Then okay, yeah, I think I got this, and then what happened over here? Like what significant thing actually like happened to me like throughout the years?
Yeah.
So I think that's actually how it started.
Yeah, those are testimonies. Those are testimonies. Those are things that, it's like God, telling Joshua to tell children of Israel, like, gather these stones
Yeah.
when this river opens. These are testimonies. These are testimonies. So that when you cross the river, when this transition is over, we're not just living for us.
Yeah.
Like, to be truly focused on the Lord is to be truly focused on what he is doing. Future. And I think I mentioned something about this. I can't remember who I was talking to, but about being forward looking.
Yeah.
Like we're not just doing this for us right now. Our children stand on the shoulders of giants. So it's for them. It's for them too, Abraham had to go through all this stuff so that his children could be blessed.
Yeah.
We go through things, we experience things, these transitions, and it may not look pretty for us. But when they're born, they're getting. Look at the little kids running around here. Look at the doctrine they're receiving. They're receiving the same doctrine that we're receiving. That's changing our lives now, but they're knowing it from that age.
True.
Knowing from that age, and so the things that we do, our ability to submit now is not. It is for us, absolutely. Like we do benefit from it, but it also is for them. That's how that's a builder. The builder is always thinking about the future. Why would I dig up the ground and build a foundation if I didn't think about putting anything on it?
True.
You know what I mean? You build a foundation, you start building things.
I don't know why. Like whenever you were talking, I don't know why. I always found it actually funny. Whenever the Hebrews got the land, and you had it split between how this side they built like another altar.
Yeah.
And then the report got back. They built an altar over there, and then they gathered that that all the people when they raised up an army and they went to the other side, like, what are you all doing?
Yeah.
Why did you build another altar? We're
Yeah.
supposed to worship over here. I don't know why the response is like so. No, see, well, we built this as testimony to that our children, generation after us.
Yes.
Because we all decided
Your kids gonna be the Reubenites and the half tribe of Manasseh. Yeah.
I don't know why that story that always stood out to me.
That was because it's so interesting how the next generation matters.
Yeah.
The next generation matters. What we're doing is not just for us. And they almost got killed. They almost got killed. They called in some heavy hitters to confront the Reubenites and the half tribe of Manasseh for building that altar, and they had to actually explain themselves. And that's what, but that is that's a good point to bring up, or that's a good scripture to bring up.
Yeah.
It's concerning our focus on our focus on building. Like we want to build. We don't want to lose what we've gained this entire time we've been serving God, and we want to go further. And because we know that we're going to expire one day, so it's like it's passing the time. Like the 4x1. I used to run track.
Yeah.
It's the 4x1. You got four people. And you run 100 meters, and then you pass the baton to the other person, and then they run, and they pass the baton to someone else, and then they run, to finish the race, or to win the race. And so that's what we're doing. We're doing everything that we can possibly do. They're running with all their might. It's 100 meters, so they don't have to run for distance. They're running for they're exerting all of their strength. And then they hand the baton to someone else. And then that person is supposed to do exactly what they're supposed to do. Put forth 100% effort. And then they hand the baton to someone else. That's like that's being focused on the future.
Yeah.
Focused on the will of God. And knowing that you're going to expire.
Yeah, that's definitely a part of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been thinking about that too. It's interesting that you actually brought it up, kind of like the legacy that you leave behind as like a man of God. Now, I really don't know how many people in the church actually know that I'm the third.
Mm-hmm.
So occasionally, I actually think about that. Like, man, I'm the third, male in a row that's had the exact same name.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
I'm the third. Like William Joseph Scott's the third. My dad had the same name. He was a junior. And he was named after his father who had the same exact name.
Wow.
And so, in my mind, whatever I did, consider, you know what? I wonder if I should keep that going. I forget who I was talking to. And basically, I said that. I wonder if I should keep it going.
Yeah.
And the person was just like, well, it was very brief. I forget what we were doing. But it was just on the way doing something, just a random thought. I forget who it was, but the person was like, well, whose legacy was it? Whose legacy are you continuing by keeping the name?
Right.
And I was just like, man, I don't even know the person.
Because you're likely in a position now where you have to actually make the decision. Is this going to be the fourth, or?
And that was what I was actually considering. Man, I don't even know outside of that one scripture always say get to me.
Yeah.
Ever since I read it, whenever I first got saved, it says, you'll visit the iniquities of the father to the son unto the
third or fourth generation.
And then in my mind, I was just like, oh, God, not mercy, no, please. And so ever since that, I was just like, you know what? I'm getting this off of me. Nah, you're going to end with me.
And so what'd you get from the word today?
From the word? It was primarily taking time to actually consider do am I just carrying a level of bitterness from day to day?
Yeah.
Like a level of bitterness, I think is like normal.
Yeah. The body, just like the body can adjust to temperature.
Yeah,
It can be hot when you touch it. You keep your hand there long enough, you won't. Your body will adjust to it.
yeah,
I'm not talking about something that's going to destroy the body, but just something that's abnormally warm.
yeah,
If you keep your hand there not long enough, your body's going to adjust. That's going to become normal, even to the point where when you take your hands off, it seems cold. Like everything else seems cold.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's bitterness can do that. You can be bitter for so long that you don't even notice it
Yeah.
anymore. It's like, man, these sarcastic statements that I make, like these things that I do, is actually based on a bitterness that I developed a long time ago. I was mad. I was mad, and I just adjusted. Like no. Like, oh, so
I was just saying the scary part, about at least to me, is that you never really notice until you talk to someone else
Yeah.
who doesn't have it.
Yeah.
Like the whole time, it's completely normal to you. Like, this is red.
Yeah.
Same way that this is normal, same way that's normal. Until you meet someone, it's just like, and they give you like a look, then you're like,
Yeah.
what?
And it shows up in some of the most random ways. Even like just normal conversation. Like, oh, we wearing blue shirts now, huh? Oh, we wearing pants now, huh? Like everything is just bitter. Everything has this sarcasm to it that it's like, oh wow. I think you're angry. I think something happened.
Yeah. I just know that was the primary thing that I did get through the word. Just like, am I just carrying something that I don't need to carry, but yet I think is normal or common? It's just like, what? Like,
And we carry it for protection. Like
Yeah.
we think that that's a way of protecting ourselves. You don't say certain things and you watch certain things, but it's all for the purpose of protecting yourself. Like, I don't want to be hurt. I don't want to be embarrassed. I don't want to be whatever, like demeaned or whatever. And so we develop this bitterness. But in our heart, it doesn't seem like bitterness. It just seems like that'll never happen to me again. I will never let that happen again. Like, I'm gonna be this guy. And so anybody who breaches this, like, they're gonna get this. But you don't realize that your whole character comes out of that mentality. Like everything, like from the heart comes the issues of life.
Yeah.
So whatever happens to your heart, that's why you got to guard our heart with all diligence. Whatever's in your heart is gonna be issued out in life, and there's nothing you can do about that. There's nothing you can do about it. Everybody's gonna see it. Like, hey man, that was pretty sarcastic. Hey. But no, that's a good one. That's good. That's good. But anyway, hey, I appreciate you being up here. You looking to leave anyway. All right.
God bless.
God bless you. And look, we were just talking about this. I'm just playing. God bless you, our sister Praise. Our sister Praise.
Yes.
How are you today?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. How was worship for you?
Worship was really good. I'll say that. It was really good. Specifically for me. Thank you. Specifically for me, but I also feel like for everyone else, like you can first of all, before worship started, you can see how the Lord was moving. I know some people probably saw different things, felt different things, heard different things, but even if none of that
was
took
stirring
place,
before worship. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
before worship, and then even if you didn't experience any of that, you could just see what those around you were experiencing and how the Lord was moving on them. So just from the beginning, you could tell that the Lord was going to release something
reminds me of
great.
scripture when he said, he went before in the children of Israel. He was like, when you hear the stirring and the blowing in the trees, like then attack. So God does go before us, and that's a blessing.
Yeah, it definitely opened doors tonight.
Really?
Yeah, I
Better
would
share.
say so. I can, just knowing what the Lord, well, I guess because not having a full picture on what the Lord is going to do in these coming weeks.
Yes.
But
there's
knowing
a big
transition happening, and just making sure that the people are in position to move and adjust as he moves and as he adjusts. And
yeah, it seems like, anytime there's a transition, and maybe it was last night I was talking about it on to someone, I don't know, but I do know that when there's a big transition, children of the children of God, people who move by the Spirit are like the wind, and so the Spirit of God is moving, like He's moving. He's the wind. He is the wind, and so when there's a transition, when the tree is facing this way, and then a strong wind blows and it moves that way, it oftentimes you'll lose some leaves. You'll lose some leaves. You can lose some branches, depending on how strong the wind is, depending on how strong the transition is, and so it's definitely it's not even just. Those are the seasons where it's time to hunker down for yourself. Not necessarily saying that you don't care about others around you, but it is a season where you have to consider yourself. Like, where am I? Like, this is about to be a major transition. Like, am I gonna be the leaf that's blown off the tree?
Right.
Like, it's 5 wise and 5 foolish. Hey, I don't have any oil for you. Like, go over there
Right.
to those who sell.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I need this. I need this to make the journey. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. That's good.
What did you get from the word?
The word was humbling, I would say, for me, and I'm sure for others as well. But just knowing that when we talk about this whole matter of fairness, because we live in America, so we hear that so often, what is and what isn't fair.
Yeah.
You learn that at such a small age. Like,
Yeah,
that's not fair. That's mine. Or,
Yeah.
why did I get in trouble and she didn't?
Right.
Just you learn that, and that's installed in us. And we bring that into adulthood. And even worse, we bring that into the kingdom once we begin to serve the Lord at a higher level. And as he was talking, it made me think of something that I considered in 2024, which is the vanity behind complaining about the standard that the Lord holds you to, because He gives you so much access.
Yeah.
He gives you so much access to His Spirit, to His power, to His love.
Yeah.
So if He's holding you to a standard, if He's letting you know, like, hey, this is what I expect from you, do this, don't do that, it's not a bad thing, because the exchange is unfathomable.
Yeah, and it's easy to confuse the discontent of what what you were saying. It's for many, it could be injustice. They feel like it's injustice. Feel spoiled or feel entitled, things like that. So they complain. There's a difference between actual injustice and just personal complaint. And when we get into the realm of complaint, it's really self-focused. You're not focused on the actual goal. You're not focused on God. If complaint happens, it's because you're not focused on God. Because God is doing something all the time. He's giving us understanding of what He's doing, so that you endure. I'm not saying that the times won't be hard, but to actually murmur against God. Those are the things that we confuse.
Yeah, that's true.
What else did you get?
I think that's pretty much the biggest takeaway that I had. Just that fairness is according to identity. It's according to purpose and who the Lord makes you, who He's already created you to be. Like, knowing that who you are isn't necessarily something that He's forming right now, but it's something that's already set in stone, because He already said it. So He's already created you before you knew that you were going to be saved. Like, He knew who you were going to be before your parents thought about you. He knew who you were going to be. So
it is really based on purpose. So you and I can do the same thing, and I get smited to the wall, and you might get a pop on the wrist, or vice versa. And so that those kinds of things I do identify. Identify, like, how the Lord feels about a person and who the person actually was or was supposed to be.
And I think that's a blessing. I personally am grateful for the standard that the Lord holds me to, because I could be a castaway, I could be a bastard, but instead He lets me know time and time again, like, hey, I'm your father.
Yeah.
These are the rules. These are the expectations. Like, you can't do what they do.
Yeah.
You can't think what they think.
Exactly.
So.
No, we want to.
Right. because it's not fair. But like,
how can they get to do this and I can't? Yeah.
but then when I rain down glory on you, you
Yes.
know, you have nothing to complain about.
And not only that, well, not only just when I rain down glory right now, when I pull you into glory in the end, you know, when they'll get to see you reign with me. You know, people, yeah. How do you? There's no there's no comparison. There's no comparison.
That's good.
All right, thank you, sis.
God bless you,
God
brother.
bless you. Like you ready to leave it. All right,
Brother, God bless you.
God bless you, brother. Our brother Stephen here. God bless you, brother. I know you have a lot to say. How was service for you?
So for me, service was very awesome as usual. It was very encouraging because when I came in here, you know, I'm pressing in. I see my brothers and sisters pressing in, and I know this is a time period and you know a season where you know a lot of my brothers and sisters they may be experiencing sickness and stuff. And so seeing that, you know, that was encouraging for me.
And pressing in for them, and watching God heal them,
right
in the midst. So yeah. So that you know, I did notice that you know over the last at least a few months now, you know, as the season is changing, the weather is just off. You know, it's cold. It's below freezing one day, and it's 80 degrees the next day.
Right.
And not only that, they're doing things in the atmosphere that are you know harming the people. But I do love to see the Lord fix it. You know, this person was sick today, and while that sickness may have lasted a week or two, it got healed in one night during worship.
Now I can't testify that as far as what the Lord's been doing to me as far as my life when my experience of getting sick, because since it started happening, it was many times I got sick, and you know sometimes in the time period where I couldn't figure out, like even when I couldn't figure out, man, like what did I do, Lord, to get this? I just acknowledge, okay, I'm going to, even if I don't think nothing come to my mind in a sense, okay, I know a man of God can suffer for righteousness, and I know a man of God can suffer for, you know, sin out of ignorance, not knowing that you did something wrong, you know, not willing it, but you may have did something to offend God, maybe you know, subject to the atmosphere. So I just repented anyway, and I look at it like, okay, well, I'm finna pray, I'm finna lay hands on myself, and you know, most of the time when I experience sickness after I pray for myself, I got healed. The healing started happening immediately.
And you know, whenever I do, you know, feel the effects of the atmosphere, and whether I'm feeling the effects because of disobedience, or I'm feeling the effects because God wants me to fight. God is teaching. You know, He left enemies in the land of Israel. He left enemies there to teach them war.
Right.
He wanted to teach them how to fight. And so many times it's that, like Lord wants to teach you how to fight,
right?
Like how to war, and you know, war doesn't feel good,
right?
It doesn't feel good, man. This guy's swinging a sword at you.
Right.
You know, we can look at it in the physical sense. Oh, this guy's swinging a sword at you. You could die. You could die. The Lord wants to teach us war, and sometimes, yes, the Lord is chastening us. The blessing is that either way, for whether He's just teaching us war or whether we're being chastised, it's all the mercy and love of God. Like He's trying to teach us something,
right?
In any situation, whether we're sick or healthy, and something happens, He's trying to teach us.
Right, and I can say, like, after service, you know, as the word of God is being preached and the Lord is revealing revelation to us, okay, why things happen to you for a reason. Like, it's all the work, everything works out for your good. And so I can see the difference where, okay, there are time periods where I got sick, but I'm not, okay, I don't live my life because I serve God and I'm a man of faith. How does God respond to me when I take my sickness to Him? Oh, God heals me miraculously. Like, I haven't taken medicine. No, and it's not to say there's nothing wrong with nobody that do that. If this guy want to take the Advil, Tylon, I ain't taking no pain pills. I haven't taken the pain pills in years. None of that.
That's a blessing.
So when I get sick and stuff, you know, I immediately know, like, hey, like, okay, I can pray. I can ask God to forgive me if I sin, so He can heal me. I can ask God to, okay, Lord, like, heal me, take this away. He'll take it away. But on the other hand, well, you know, when I see people at my job or people in the world and they get sick, I see, like, man, they sick, and you know, like, I feel this little part that's sad. Like, man, I feel sorry for y'all. And I remember when he was talking in the message, say, hey, you see what I did to that guy, how I punished that guy, and this and that. That was for you, like letting you know, like, hey, like, okay, his situation is not going to work out for his good. Her situation not going to work out for his good because they're in the world. They want the world. So you seeing how I deal with them, how I chastise them, how I deal with them. Yeah. It's not going to work out for you. That's the work out feel good. Let you know, like, hey, don't step out of my will. Hey, you see how good I am to you?
And that's a blessing. That's a blessing that the Lord has you doing that, because that's a stepping out on the water. That's the proverbial stepping out on the water. That's Peter. Peter stepping out on the water. I haven't had. I don't take medicine. I trust in the Lord, and that's increasing your faith in a way that most won't ever understand. Because when things go wrong, they're gonna reach for this.
Right.
When things go wrong for you, you're gonna reach for God. And when God heals you, when God does what He does in a moment, then you get to receive more and more faith, more and more faith. Like, hey, every step, Peter step out of the boat. You can stay on the boat if you want to. I'm gonna walk out on the water. Like, you can either need a boat, or you can walk on the water.
Right, true.
Whichever one you want to do. Like, yeah, some people want to stay on the boat. I understand it's safe. You can take an Advil, you can take BCs, you can take whatever. Some people want to stay on the boat. I want to walk on the water. You want to walk on the water, so you step out of the boat. That's a powerful thing that God's doing in your life.
Mm-hmm. And so I would say for me, when I first got saved, I didn't even though I did used to be bold and courageous at times, because I didn't understand like certain things. Oh, you can't just do that, just lay hands with people, this and that. It was like a part of like a child nature, in the sense, like a child faith. Like, I'm just trying stuff, but what really made it stir me up is the fact that, okay, God placed me in this ministry with this man of God, with these experiences, with these brothers' experiences. Like, one of the brothers in particular, he an older brother in the Lord. He has responsibility in the ministry. Like, I remember I used to, after I go with him, we evangelize and stuff like that. Cause I would, like, as soon as I got saved, I would want to, like, preach. I want to go to Walmart with the brothers. I want to talk to them, talk to people about the Lord, testify. So I used to go home with him. Sometimes we sit in the car and talk. And this man tell me all his experiences. He was like, yeah, I don't take medicine and stuff for my kid. He said, when I do, he said he acknowledged that, man, because God's so good to me and I seen God power in my life. He told me that, when I do give my kids medicine, okay, I know that to some degree I'm being lazy, because I know that, okay, I don't have to do that. Like, I can just do it this way. So when I heard him say that was the Lord. Like, I felt like, Lord, you calling me to that. Like,
it shaped your whole mind. And
If you doing this brother doing this, I don't know if my calling to be a pastor or this or do what he doing, but I know, Lord, if I'm a disciple, you said these signs follow, I'm finna do what he doing.
Absolutely. We do exactly what God tells us to do. Like, you don't really hear about, Jesus or Paul, anybody having to take anything to, fix any kind of illness. You may not even hear about any illness. And the things that God doesn't hear, like Paul said, I had a thorn in my flesh.
Right.
But he was so high in his faith at the time.
Right.
He was so high in his faith at the time. So God had to do that just to keep him humble. Like, hey, don't go too far, because you're being God in the earth. You're being God in the earth. No one's going to be able to stop you. So I have to keep you, you just to keep your mind and your heart at a certain place. I have to give you an affliction. Sometimes we get afflictions. God slows us down. Hey, you're going too far, too fast, too high, and He's just pouring out more glory. So these things do happen. These afflictions and things can happen, just to keep us
right.
Yeah.
And so another thing too that I meditated on, it actually for the message to start, in the time periods when we dress in the changing room, me and the brothers, we had, as we changing or we putting something in our body, like eating something, so that we can have strength at a hard time of worshiping hard. I was just saying, like, hey, like, we should even get to a place, not in the sense trying to put a law on about it, but I know at least for me, like, no, we should get to a place, like, even when we see brothers and sisters sick, just say, nah, okay, we not normal people. So, because I seen it many times, like when I got sick and I come to church, to some degree, I still do that to, like, let people know, like, hey, I'm sick, because I don't know where everybody's mindset is. Faith. Like, I don't want to offend nobody. Somebody may feel like, hey, I got babies. Why would you just hug me? I'm sick. So I'm mindful of this. So I say, let them know. But there are some brothers and sisters, they like, I don't care. Like, give me a hug. And stuff. And so I was in my mindset, like, hey, like, when I was talking to the brother, hey, like, at some place, we should get to a point where we're not worried about, like, who's sick of this or that, coming to the house of God as far as hugging us, this, that, because what if God has put the gift of miracles or gift of healing in your life where it's just so high, so intense,
absolutely,
you hug somebody You walk away, they get healed.
They get healed because of you.
Right.
They get healed because of you, and also it may be the will of God for you to intercede for them. Like, you know, to see people, that's going to develop your faith. That's going to build your ability to seek the Lord and yeah. If you got the gift of healing, how else are you going to practice it? How else are you going to employ the gift of healing unless people are sick?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So people are going to be sick, and you have that gift of healing, and you have to employ it.
Right.
You have to employ it. So those things. Why was the guy blind? Hey, was it because of what he did or his parents? Like, no, he's sick or he's blind. He's afflicted for the glory of God.
Right.
Now watch what God does, and watch people come to the faith even more. Watch people's faith increase even more, because that guy's affliction was simply for the glory of God.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's like, even when we see the people in the house of God, like ministers, have ministers role responsibility. Like, okay, we're not dumb in the sense, but you even got to think about them. Okay, when they gotta lay hands on people and stuff, like, don't you think that stuff going through their mind? Like, man, like, this person is sick, but I got a responsibility from the kingdom. Like, God didn't just save me, so I got to go to hell. Like,
yeah.
They laying hands on people. They not worried. They can't worry about. They got to do their responsibility. So I look at it like, man, as the people that's over me in the Lord, the people, the pastor, the people that have responsibilities to impart grace to me and pour into me and lay hands on me, if they not worried about getting sick, well, I can't worry about that either.
Yeah, you can't. That's not even something that you worry about. And you might feel it. You might feel it in a moment. Like, hey, this person just threw up. Like, yeah, but what did God give you that power for? What did God give you this power for? What did He give you this anointing for? What did He give you this responsibility for? It's for others.
Right.
Not necessarily for you. And I may have to suffer through my sickness. You know what I mean? But if that person is sick, no, go and lay hands on them and do this. Yeah, so the Lord, everything is with purpose.
Right, Jesus.
There's a purpose behind power.
Ooh, God.
There's a purpose behind power. Power is not necessary unless there's purpose.
Right.
So God is doing it, brother.
He most definitely is. Jesus, he sometimes, when if it's not all the time, hey, He wants some risk takers. He wants some people like, hey, like, it's time to do, like, lay down your life. In a moment, I tell you to do this, you better do it. Like He told us today, like, and the message, I felt the level of the fear of God, and I felt like, man, like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I can't blame my situation or this person, that person. Oh God, why you save me and I got these things I gotta deal with, naturally, this or that. Like, oh no, like I thought about the servant that didn't want to use his talent. Like,
yeah.
God still judging me, just like, hey, you still could have did what I told you to do.
Yep.
If you knew I was that way, still do what I tell you to do.
Yeah.
So that I can prove you, so that when you get blessed and you say how good I am to those that serve the faithful, like, you can say, man, I was wrong.
Absolutely.
The whole time.
Yep.
Because that laziness, like, I understand the Lord doesn't like that. And, the less that you willing to work and serve Him, well, you have the right to be fearful. You have the right to be afraid of God not healing you or supporting you or anything like that, because you're not serving Him. You got to know what He's doing. You got Him on hold.
There's no reason for Him to do anything. There's no reason for Him. Like, why? Why would He do that? Like, you're not beneficial in that way. But the moment you start serving and you maintain that service every day, you have God's ear, you have His eyes, like His eye, like you become like what He talked about Israel, the apple of His eye, and the angels encamp round about those who fear God, and that fear describes doing His will.
Right.
All right, brother. I'll let you go. God bless you, man. I love you.
God bless everybody.
You put it right there. Okay. All right. God bless each and every one of you again. This is your brother Cornelius, and this is another Jesus Ministry Service recap. Thank you for joining us. If you would like to come and visit and to experience and to benefit from what God is doing in our lives and the transformation, that information is in the description section where you're located. And if you have been blessed by the ministry, you simply want to sow into the ministry, then that information is located as well, and you can do that. God bless you, and we'll talk.